Hello everybody, it's Renee again from the Let's Get Real channel. Let's get real quick about some government talk. The corporation that is the United States of America, yes, I said corporation. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it. The corporation that is the United States of America does not care about the people at large. The United States of America is a corporation and it has its president. And it doesn't matter which president of what side the president comes from, Democrat or Republican. They're both there to screw us over. Democrats want to screw us over in one way. The Republicans are going to screw you over in a different way. They each have their different interests. You have to choose which one you want to be screwed over by. But it's all the same. Now let's take a look at this whole pandemic situation and all the federal aid that we're waiting on. Okay, you got the Democrats talking about they want people to have the $600 plus up unemployment. And you got the Republicans saying, no, people don't need that much money. And you know something? They're both true. And they're both false. Okay? Let's take an example. If you were a employee somewhere in Alabama in a restaurant as a busboy, and you were making the federal minimum wage, because that's all Alabama pays, $7 an hour, and you're making a measly $240 a week or whatever it is. Suddenly that restaurant closes down because of the pandemic, and man, you're making $600 plus a week all of a sudden. Of course that busboy's not going to want to go back to work. If that restaurant opens up, of course he's not going to want to go back. Might as well take advantage of that $600 plus he's getting every week. You know what I'm saying? That's the view of the Republicans. That's one example. But there's a view on the other side too. You know, what if you were working for the schools, okay, in Oregon or someplace else? What if you were the head lunch lady? You know, what they call the cafeteria supervisor, or you were the head custodian, or you worked as a secretary or a bus driver, and you've been working there for years. Those people make quite about the same amount of money as they do on unemployment. Suddenly their jobs are ripped out from underneath them, and because the schools closed down, and they don't know if they're going to have their jobs coming back when the schools reopen. They may not reopen. Maybe we might go to online schooling. So if we go to online schooling and the schools don't reopen, there will be no lunch lady. What is she going to do? What if you spent the majority of your life working in food service in the cafeteria, and now all of a sudden you don't have a job, and your only experience is in that, line of work? Well, then you need that money from the federal government to help you get through until you can figure out what the hell you're going to do, retrain in something else. So both sides are correct in a way, but it doesn't really matter, because when it boils down to it, the left and the right, Republicans, Democrats, they're all fighting for their own personal interests. Okay? Behind the scenes are the puppets. Okay? And if you want to make money, you go to Washington, you get elected, and you go serve as a senator, or you go serve as a congressman, and you make money, because you know what? Votes, having the power to vote on something is a lot of power, and people are willing to pay money for that power. It's all corrupted, each side. They're scratching each other's backs. They're doing what's best for them, not for us. The United States has always been that way. The rich are going to get richer, the poor are going to get poorer. And Donald Trump says, hey, let's make America great again. When was America great? Is he talking about military power? Is he talking about back when the United States had the best education system, which it doesn't now by far? What period was he talking about? Because if you're going down the line of equality, America was never great, as far as that's concerned. But it doesn't really matter, because America has never been looking out for us. It's a corporation. It's trying to make money and line the pockets of its political people. See you next time. Be real. Like and subscribe.